That is the lunch time or the break time of the night shift. Don't see anybody in the yard. They completed loading the containers and they have to go to lunch. And what you're going to see now, this is one segment that's in front of us. Behind it, on the far end, there is another segment of the train that will be assembled after they come back from lunch. They assemble the train. They get all these segments, about four segments. They link them together to make a single train. That train will leave after they do all the pre-trip, all the inspection. This is a departing train. The train that arrives early in the morning. This is one segment here. This is another segment here in the back. You see the inspection light, the inspection people. They go around the train to inspect the wheels, the links, the brakes, all this kind of necessary stuff. This is the second segment. Next to it, there are two other segments. In total, you will have about eight segments, because here, this is a rail ramp, which means it have four lines. Two lines here on my left, and the two lines on my right that I'm going to cross them now in a minute. Or I can go the other way. Let us go this way. After they do all the inspection, or the mechanical safety, they link the segments together with this kind of local. This engine here, train engine, doesn't leave the ramp. It works for internal maneuvers. As you can see, three of them, the three green engines, just do internal maneuver. Why do you need three, not one? You cannot use one. Depend on how many train cars you are going to pull. The number of engines, train engines, depend on the number of rail cars, because each rail car is about 125 tons. Multiply that by the number of rail cars in a single segment. Here you have two segments on the side. Starting from here, this is the one in front of me that's already finished and loaded. And I think there's another one they will work on it after lunch. This is a night shift, so that's lunch for them. And there is not a single driver besides the one that you saw a minute ago. Everybody else is on a break, which is good news for me. But the skies are filled with aeroplanes. If you look at my right, my left, at any moment here, this is Salt Lake City. At any moment, you can see at least 4 aeroplanes in the sky above you. And here is a very interesting scene. If you look carefully over the sky, here is the moon, and that is a moon, and a very bright star above it. No, I think that is a planet. There's a very bright planet above the moon. Of course, next to it there is an aeroplane right here. There's another aeroplane in that direction. This is a late night backing, almost after 14 hours of work. So the easiest way to do it, of course now it is dark, so you can hit anybody without seeing it. You have to keep scanning the mirrors just to exclude real from fiction, from illusion. We are going to back in this place. This is a blind side. So the way I will do it, I will make a U-turn until I get the tail of my trailer in that spot. This is a U-turn. Because I did it a lot and I'm familiar with the space, so there is no problem here of making a U-turn to get the tail in one of. That is good. That is good. Now I can just straighten the nose. Of course there is a truck here. When the trucks have the lights off, you don't see the marking because the drivers go to sleep. Usually a safe way is to leave the marking lights on, so nobody hits you in the dark. The markers don't take a lot of electricity, and these trucks have solar charging, so there is no chance that you are going to drain the battery if you leave the markers on. The markers are all the orange lights in the truck, the small orange amber. Did we do good? Yeah, we are doing good. I know my right side is safe. My right side there is nobody, and because it is dark at night, it's very easy to get in an accident at night. So your best friend here is to slow down as much as possible. I would rather straighten myself forward again to make sure. No, everything is perfect. You don't have to straighten anything. That's perfect. Let us see how it looks. That's good. That's good. That's not bad at all. And we are on the concrete. It's little. It's skewed a little bit to this inside. But that is okay. It is 14 hours of work is a lot. That's 14 hours of driving job. That is a lot. That is good enough for me.